Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this reading. What called you here today? What energy are you bringing to this channel today? So, I'm going to start a little unconventionally, I guess. As you know, these ink blots are from my beloved Ronald. I lost him 4 days ago. My question is to you, those that choose to view this reading, cleansing the air. Do you find after you've lost your pet, if you've lost a pet, that as much as you miss them, you have all that love still in your heart with nowhere to go? That is the fullness and emptiness of losing a pet. I don't know where I'm going with this, but let me know if you've lost a pet and have experienced that same sort of feeling. It's losing a pet is different than losing a person. For me, anyway, I've lost a lot of people in my time, and I'm not very old. I'm old, but I'm not very old. And anytime I've lost a pet, for me, it has been the most devastating. So let me know. You allow yourself to speak in my comments and on your feeling or feelings about losing a pet and what you do with the love that has nowhere to go. I want to welcome you to the 420 Tarot Lounge. My name is Friday, and I meditate and I do a random reading from the Bible before I come on camera. So today's reading was false prophets. So liars, cheats. Although the verse talks about directly about our universe, our creation, sovereign, I find that the underlying message is more closer in proximity energies like liars and cheats and that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm taking that energy and I am asking you to bring your energy and let's see what Sovereign is wanting to tell us. Is it anything about liars and cheats? Have you been experiencing or have the inkling that you're experiencing some kind of deception? Queen of Wands. Yeah, and I think that you feel like you think you might be in control of it and at the same time not. King of Wands. Okay, so there's a conglomerate or a collection of energies that have this. So this could be a societal. It could be very personal. Oh, the Magician. There is. Okay, so if this is a close to home, I feel like this is a close to home situation. All right. Five of Pentacles. Yes, it is a close to home situation. Um, you're able to see through bullshit. And maybe I'll have to put some kind of disclaimer on the beginning of this video. um, there's a it feels like there's been a promise made, or you know, there was an intent of something to be completed for your benefit or similar, and it's fallen short. And the degree at which it's fallen short has given you the feeling of being deceived or tricked. Wow, we've got a few cards come out here this way. Three of Cups, 10 of Swords. Oh, two cards. Six of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. And the underlying energy here is the Knight of Cups. Being able to see through the bullshit is oh, how can I put this? It's good and bad. It's for those that can't see through the bullshit. Um, it's difficult for you to coalesce with them, to communicate with them, to hang out with them. That it's not the same vibe. So being able to see through the bullshit is a blessing and a curse. I feel like there's going to be moments where whatever you were able to pinpoint, it's going to become so blatant that the thought of you being right is never brought forward. So you've got no recognition of, no validation is brought to you saying, oh, you were right. How could we ever have doubted you? Okay. So you're seeing through someone's bullshit. That is a Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. The are you making plans for security blanket, a fall safe? Um, you're seeing through the bullshit. Are you making plans for the fallout or the change that's going to come? Inevitably, there's a change going to come inevitably that because once you can see through it, you can't unsee through it. Um, so that there's going to be some kind of there's going to be a strain that's going to cause a change, and you're going to need to have a plan in place to prepare for that. And this plan, it should be on a need to know basis only. And this is something that you should be acting on swiftly, but also secretively, keeping it behind closed doors, whatever this is. Wow. Okay. The Hierophant. Four of Swords. Five of Wands. Like I said, Five of Pentacles is on the bottom again. Okay. So keeping it on. Okay. So seeing through the bullshit and making a plan for any contingency plans for adjustments that you're going to need to make in order to keep your peace. Uh, these plans should only be on a need to know basis. So you're not broadcasting this on Facebook. You're not telling your neighbor, or coworkers, whatever. Um, you got to. This is something that you're going to have to keep to yourself. And it's going to be tough because you have compassion for even though there's a blinders there, you have compassion, and you want to share your wisdom on why you're doing what you're doing, but that needs to be kept under wraps. So you're going to have it feels like you're going to have a difficult time regulating who you tell. So that's your reading. You have I feel like you have a big task ahead of you, and coexisting and preparing for something different. Uh, they're counterintuitive or counterproductive, and keeping them separate and one secret from the other is going to be challenging. You may have moments where you second guess yourself, even. I'm going to get a few more cards on that. Sovereign. Is there anything additional you want to point out with this Five of Wands? With the Five of Pentacles up. 10 of Wands. It's not going to be easy. You may, you're bringing it to the end, though. It's not going to be easy, but you're bringing it to the end. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. Obstacles galore, and a lot of these obstacles are going to be of your own making. They're going to be in your own mind. So pay attention to that. Again, my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only, because it feels like that is going to disrupt your energy. Okay? So you're seeing through the bullshit, you're trying to balance it out, have a contingency plan in place on a need-to-know basis for any type of fallout that may happen because you see through the bullshit. Um, you're a different energy than those around you. Um, you may find that you're maybe second guessing yourself, or you're, like I said, you're going to have to regulate. You're going to have to learn how to regulate what you say when you talk to people about this, because I feel like you're going to be compelled to talk about it or want to discuss something about it. The better you, or the more consistent you are at keeping your energy balanced here, the less likely this is going to hurt as much. Or even, like I said, you may find by watching this reading, or and coming to the realization of what's going on around you, that you have an opportunity to, I'll say, avoid this instability. Not necessarily the, the the toughness of it, or the complications you may encounter, or those kinds of things, but the inner peace. Maybe part of your contingency here is to prepare yourself for these types of situations. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. If you enjoy my interpretation of the cards or find value in my channel, I ask that you smash that like button, pass that puff. Everybody is welcome here, and I hope that you're having an awesome day. I want to thank everybody for coming and staying to the end and sharing with me my topic from the beginning of the um, video in the comments below. Let's share some energy. Let's share some caring, empathy, hope, and see through the bullshit. Namaste.